Hello everyone, I'm XS. Welcome to this Fire Emblem Engage Anything Goes LTC. This run is going to be cool for many reasons, one of which being that I'll be joined by Cap.
Hello. I am beyond excited to show off what we've been working on for the past month.
As some of you may know, I was originally in the process of Maddening run. But the developers kept pumping out DLC waves, which has resulted in dramatic changes to the LTC meta.
That's right, and with all of the new game features that have been added within the last month, there are now just so many different ways to experience Engage. So we're going to be taking this time to explain the rule set of the run while the start of the game plays in the background.
First, the basic rules. Like before, we're going to be playing on Maddening mode with fixed growth. Unit sacrificing is banned, but will not aim for full recruitment. In particular, we're going to skip Shang and Anna.
Where things really start to get interesting will be our DLC usage. We'll be taking full advantage of both the DLC and the heroes bonuses. This means that we'll have access to the Edelgard emblem, the DLC boosters and ingots, as well as the FEH rings and weapons. But most importantly, we'll be making full use of the amazing, terrible, stupefying ancient well that was introduced in version 1.3.
Just to take that one step further, we're going to be playing with maximum possible resources. This means two things. One is that our dogs will always dig up silver ingots, and two, the ancient well will always drop every possible item for whichever transform level we put in. For those who don't know how the ancient well works, we're going to explain all of this in detail once we reach that point in the game.
Yeah, so as long as it is technically possible, pretty much anything goes in this run. In other words, we will be going for a theoretical Maddening mode turn floor. Reliability is a liability, but we will still do our best to make the clears as reliable as we can without adding turns.
Let me also mention that we'll include all battles in the final turn counts. This means that paralogs, divine paralogs, skirmishes, trials, and the newly added Felxenologue will all count as turns if we choose to do them. As you can imagine, we'll skip all of those.
Those who have played some of the older games as well as Engage will know that it is much harder to rig combat in Engage because there's no way to arbitrarily burn combat RNs. GBA had cursor dancing and the DS games had suspend rigging, but in Engage we just don't have that kind of luxury. The best that we can do is to use the time crystal to allocate RNs, but that only helps a little bit.
To get around this, Cap has found a way to rig combat outcomes without relying on the random number generator. We're not going to go into too much detail here, but if anyone is curious about this, let us know in the comments and we can make a quick video about it. In short, we can override the hit and crit rates at the time of combat, which essentially means that we can rig the outcome of any battle so long as it is theoretically possible. This is not going to change what shows up in game, and it will not affect AI behavior either.
Combat rigging will be used as sparingly as possible during the run, and is mostly just to save us some recording time and frustration. In fact, only one chapter is so unreliable that we've never done it without rigged combat. Every other clear in this run has been executed via resets at least one time, and we will be documenting any rigged combats in the video description.
With all that out of the way, that's the prologue completed in 3 turns. We'll see you next time for the real deal.
See ya.